Have you ever felt something like this? You stand up from a chair and your legs feel a little shaky. You reach for something and your arm feels heavier than usual. Or maybe just walking from one room to another leaves you needing to pause and catch your breath. There's no pain, no injury, just a quiet sense that your body isn't quite what it used to be. Most people chalk it up to getting older. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the real reason is something you're doing every single day, without even realizing it? A small, everyday habit that's become part of your routine, but is quietly wearing down your strength. And by the time you notice it, the change has already happened. You feel more tired, you move more slowly, and you start depending on others more than you'd like. If you're over 50, or just want to stay strong and independent as you age, let's take a moment together. On this channel, we share practical, easy-to-understand, science-based tips to help you protect your muscles, improve your balance, and keep your independence. Because staying healthy isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about maintaining your quality of life every single day. The truth is, what's happening to your body may not be just aging. It could be something called sarcopenia, an age-related loss of muscle mass. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't come with a warning sign. But over time, it can quietly drain your strength, limit your flexibility, and make one simple tasks, like lifting something, getting out of bed, or climbing stairs, feel like a real effort. The concerning part: most people don't even know what sarcopenia is until the symptoms are already noticeable. A study in the Lancet Public Health found that over 30% of adults over 60 in the U.S. show signs of muscle loss, yet the majority haven't been officially diagnosed. Why? Because it sneaks up on you. The good news is you can slow it down. You can even reverse some of the effects. The first step is recognizing the daily habits that may be quietly taking away your strength. In today's video, I'll walk you through 10 common habits that are slowly weakening your muscles over time. Some of them might surprise you. Habit 10. Consuming refined sugar every day. Most people think of sugar as something that just leads to weight gain or diabetes. But very few realize that regularly consuming refined sugar can directly impact your muscle strength, especially at a stage in life when staying mobile and recovering well really matters. When you eat pastries, drink soda, have boxed cereals, or processed meals loaded with sugar, your blood glucose spikes. In response, your body releases insulin. But if this happens day after day, high insulin levels over time can trigger chronic inflammation, something that quietly gets in the way of your body's ability to repair and rebuild muscle. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that excess sugar intake reduces your muscle's ability to synthesize protein. In other words, even if you stay active, your muscles may not recover as well, because sugar is disrupting that process behind the scenes. And it doesn't stop there. Sugar also increases oxidative stress, which damages healthy muscle cells. That means more fatigue, slower recovery, and a gradual decline in strength, even if your lifestyle hasn't changed much on the surface. What's especially concerning is that refined sugar hides in a lot of foods you might not suspect, like fruit juice, flavored yogurt, breakfast cereals, salad dressings, even so-called low-fat breads. You might think you're eating healthy but end up taking in far more sugar than you intended. The first step toward fixing this: read food labels carefully. Look out for ingredients like glucose, corn syrup, maltodextrin, or cane juice. Instead of refined sugar, try fresh fruit, plain yogurt, or natural flavorings like cinnamon or vanilla. Even small changes can make a big difference, because sugar doesn't just affect your blood sugar. It affects your balance, your ability to recover, and your independence as you move through your 60s and beyond. Habit 9. Not drinking enough water. A lot of people assume that tea, coffee, or juice is enough to stay hydrated. But it's not that simple. Our bodies are made up of nearly 75% water, and when you're not getting enough, your muscles are among the first to suffer. You might feel stiff, tired, crampy, or less flexible, even if you're only doing light activity. Dehydration also slows down blood circulation. When that happens, your muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong or recover properly. Some folks even feel dizzy, drained, or off balance when they stand up, not realizing that the root cause might be simply not drinking enough water. As we get older, our natural sense of thirst becomes less reliable. You may not feel thirsty, but that doesn't mean your body has all the water it needs. And if you're regularly drinking caffeinated or sugary beverages like coffee or soda, you may actually be losing more water than you think, thanks to their diuretic effects. So how much water is enough? For adults over 50, the general recommendation is at least 6 to 8 glasses a day. More if you live in a hot climate, are physically active, or take medications that may dehydrate you. Here are a few simple ways to stay hydrated. Start your morning with a glass of water. Have a small glass before each meal. Carry a water bottle and sip throughout the day. If you're not a fan of plain water, try adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or mint for a refreshing twist. Water may seem basic, but it plays a key role in muscle function, circulation, and post-activity recovery. Skip it and your body may gradually decline, without you even realizing why. Habit 8. Avoiding strength training. After talking about the importance of nutrition and hydration, there's another common mistake many people make after turning 50, avoiding strength training. And honestly, it's easy to understand why. When people hear strength training, they often picture crowded gyms, heavy weights, and intense workouts, something they feel is more suited for younger folks. But here's what most people don't realize. It's exactly at this stage of life that strength training becomes more important than ever. After age 30, we start losing muscle mass naturally, about 3 to 5% every decade. After 60, the rate of muscle loss can double if we don't take action. When muscles aren't used, they begin to shrink. Over time, this can lead to everyday struggles, like not having enough strength to carry a grocery bag, needing your hands to push off a chair, or feeling nervous about climbing stairs because of the risk of falling. These changes don't happen overnight, but without action, they slowly chip away at your independence. The good news: you don't need intense workouts to make a difference. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that just 2 strength-focused sessions a week, about 30 minutes each, can help older adults regain muscle, improve posture and balance, and reduce the risk of falls. So what exactly is strength training? It doesn't require heavy weights or fancy equipment. You can start with simple, practical movements like sitting down and standing up from a chair without using your hands, wall or countertop push-ups, using resistance bands to stretch your arms, shoulders, and legs, lifting small water bottles 5 to 10 times on each side, practicing standing on one leg for 10 seconds at a time. The key is to create light resistance, just enough to activate your muscles. This helps keep them working and encourages your body to maintain and rebuild them. You don't have to do a lot. Even 10 minutes a day can make a big difference over time. Start slow, focus on good posture, breathe steadily, and move with control. Most importantly, stick with it. If you're unsure where to begin, look for trusted sources that offer beginner-friendly strength routines for older adults. Because the goal here isn't to become a bodybuilder, it's to protect your independence. When you keep using your muscles, even a little each day, You give your body a reason to preserve and strengthen them. Habit 7. Eating foods that quietly weaken your muscles. You might be doing a lot of things right. Getting light exercise every day, staying hydrated, even starting some strength training. But if your diet still includes foods that work against your muscle health, all that effort can be compromised. Because what you eat plays just as big a role as how you move. Some foods seem harmless, even marketed as healthy. But over time, they can cause inflammation, slow down recovery, and gradually weaken your muscles. Here are some common food groups that can hurt muscle health if eaten regularly. Sugary sodas, packed with empty calories. They increase inflammation and slow muscle repair. Processed meats like sausage, deli meats, canned meats, high in preservatives and sodium. Not great for muscle or heart health. White bread and refined grains, low in fiber and nutrients, spike blood sugar without providing lasting energy. Fast food and fried items, full of saturated fats, which interfere with muscle function and recovery. Packaged snacks and chips, often high in salt and additives that can cause water retention and fatigue. Pastries and desserts disrupt insulin balance, which affects muscle protein synthesis. Alcohol interferes with nutrient absorption, limiting muscle repair. Strong coffee or energy drinks can disrupt sleep and slow recovery. Artificial sweeteners may cause digestive issues and affect nutrient uptake. Overly salty canned foods, high sodium levels can dehydrate muscle tissues, increasing the risk of cramps. The good news: you don't have to cut all of these out completely. The key is to know which foods to limit and begin making gradual changes. Here are a few simple swaps you can start today. Choose whole grain bread instead of white bread. Drink water or mild herbal tea instead of sugary drinks. Opt for lean meats, fish or beans instead of processed meats. Add more leafy greens, nuts, olive oil, and anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric and ginger to your meals. You don't need to be perfect at every meal. Just making slightly better choices each day is enough for your body to feel the difference. Muscles can't recover without the right fuel, and the great news is you can take control of that, starting with your very next meal. Habit 6. Overusing pain relievers and anti-inflammatory medications. Even after improving your diet, staying active, and making healthier lifestyle choices, there's one quiet habit many people over 60 fall into without realizing it. Relying too often on painkillers and anti-inflammatory drugs. You might feel some back pain, stiffness in your shoulders, or sore muscles after a long day. So you take a pill, maybe ibuprofen, acetaminophen, or something similar to ease the discomfort. It works, so you take another the next day. And before long, it becomes a routine that stretches into weeks or even months without anyone warning you what it might be doing to your body. Here's what many people don't know. Regular use of pain relievers can actually interfere with your muscles' ability to heal themselves. When you move, even just light walking, your muscles experience tiny micro-tears. That's a completely normal and necessary part of how your body builds and rebuilds strength. In response, your body triggers mild inflammation, a natural repair signal that helps strengthen and restore muscle tissue. But when you regularly take anti-inflammatory drugs, that healing process gets interrupted. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that long-term use of NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, can reduce muscle protein synthesis. That means you may be slowing down the very recovery process your body needs to maintain muscle strength as you age. Long-term use of pain relievers can also put stress on your liver and kidneys, organs responsible for filtering nutrients and toxins, irritate your stomach, and disrupt digestion. interfere with your ability to absorb key vitamins and minerals that support muscle health. To be clear, pain medications aren't bad. They're essential in many cases, like after surgery, injury, or for managing chronic conditions. But if popping a pill becomes your everyday solution, it's worth asking, am I treating the cause or just masking the symptoms? There are gentler, more natural ways to manage pain and support your muscles. Use warm compresses or soak your hands and feet in Epsom salt. Do light stretching or go for a slow morning walk. Add anti-inflammatory foods to your diet, like turmeric, ginger, and fatty fish. Stay well hydrated and get regular, quality rest. Try deep breathing or gentle meditation to reduce overall body tension. And most importantly, always talk to your doctor before making any changes to your medications or pain management routine. Sometimes the goal isn't to silence the pain instantly. It's to understand what your body is trying to tell you and respond with care, not just quick fixes. Habit 5. Not getting enough protein. After talking about staying active and being mindful of overusing pain medications, let's focus on one essential, but often overlooked, part of your diet: your daily protein intake. A lot of people still think protein is just for young people hitting the gym or for athletes. But the truth is, the older you get, the more protein your body needs to maintain muscle and recover from physical activity. As we age, our bodies break down muscle faster and rebuild it more slowly. Without enough of the right nutrients, your body simply can't keep up with this natural decline. The problem is, most older adults don't get nearly enough protein, and many don't even realize it. A typical day of eating might look like this: toast or oatmeal for breakfast, soup or crackers for lunch, rice and boiled vegetables for dinner. It may seem like a full day of meals, but in reality, there's very little quality protein in that lineup. You might feel full, but your muscles are left hungry. According to many nutrition experts, adults over 60 should aim for about 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. If you weigh around 143 pounds, 65 kg, that comes out to roughly 80 to 100 grams of protein daily. However, studies show most older adults are getting only about half of that. When you don't get enough protein, your body may take longer to recover from exercise or injury, lose strength and balance, struggle to bounce back after surgery, feel more fatigued and less mobile over time. The good news: boosting your protein intake isn't complicated. Here are a few easy ways to do it. Add a hard-boiled or fried egg to your breakfast. Snack on Greek yogurt or low-fat cheese in the afternoon. Include chicken, fish, or beans at lunch and dinner. Blend up a smoothie with protein powder, banana, peanut butter, and oats. If you're vegetarian, go for tofu, lentils, or chia seeds. You don't need to eat huge steaks or load up on meat. The key is to spread your protein intake evenly throughout the day, giving your body what it needs to stay strong and rebuild muscle consistently. Because muscles aren't just built during exercise, they're fed by your daily meals. And sometimes, something as simple as an egg or a well-timed smoothie can make a big difference in your long-term strength and health. Habit 4. Not getting enough sleep. It might sound surprising, but muscles aren't built while you exercise. They're built while you rest, especially during a good night's sleep. Sleep doesn't just refresh your mind. It's a critical time when your body repairs muscle fibers, heals damaged tissues, regulates hormones, and restores physical strength. The problem is, many older adults don't get the deep, restful sleep their bodies need for this process to work well. You might recognize some of the signs: going to bed late, waking up multiple times during the night, rising too early and still feeling tired in the morning. Over time, Poor sleep can seriously affect your muscle strength and slow down recovery. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that sleeping less than 6 hours a night can significantly reduce growth hormone levels, a hormone essential for maintaining and repairing muscle in older adults. When your sleep is short and your growth hormone is low, your body may recover more slowly after activity, lose muscle mass over time, feel sore or stiff more often, struggle to regain strength after fatigue or injury. So how can you improve your sleep? Here are some practical steps you can start today. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Avoid screens and bright lights for at least an hour before bedtime. Keep your bedroom quiet, cool, and dark. Try a calming herbal tea or a warm foot soak before bed. Limit caffeine and heavy meals in the evening. If you've been trying but still struggle with sleep for a long time, the root cause might be chronic stress, muscle pain, or even nutritional deficiencies. In that case, it's worth talking to a healthcare professional, because when it comes to building strength, rest is not optional, it's essential. Getting enough sleep might just be the missing piece in your journey to feeling stronger and more energized each day. Habit 3. Skipping breakfast or eating the wrong kind of breakfast. Many people get into the habit of skipping breakfast, or grabbing something light like a cup of coffee and a slice of toast. It might seem harmless, but this is actually one of the most common mistakes that can directly impact your ability to maintain muscle mass. After a full night without food, your body goes 7 to 10 hours without any nutrition. Breakfast is your first chance to stop overnight muscle breakdown and kickstart the recovery process. If you skip breakfast, or eat foods that lack real nutrients like white bread, pastries, or sugary juices, your body stays in a catabolic state. That means it's still breaking down muscle tissue to create energy. Over time, this can lead to greater muscle loss, especially in key areas like your legs, hips, and back. Feeling tired throughout the day, with less strength and balance. Slower metabolism, making it easier to gain weight while still feeling weak. A higher risk of falls due to poor muscle support in your legs. So what makes a good breakfast? It doesn't have to be fancy, but it should include high-quality protein like eggs, Greek yogurt, or nut butter. Healthy fat such as flax seeds, avocado, or almonds. Slow-digesting carbs like oats or whole grain bread. Water to help jumpstart your metabolism. Here are a few easy breakfast ideas you can try right away. A boiled egg with whole grain toast and a few slices of avocado. A bowl of oatmeal with ripe banana and chia seeds. Plain Greek yogurt with fresh berries and walnuts. A smoothie made with banana, peanut butter, and unsweetened milk. Even a small breakfast can make a big difference, as long as it includes enough protein and nutrients. Breakfast isn't just about energy. It's your way of telling your body, I'm here to support and protect my muscles today. Habit 2. Sitting too long without moving. This one is especially common among older adults, because sitting often feels safe and comfortable. We sit while watching TV, reading, eating meals, taking a break, and sometimes we do it so often, we don't even realize how much time we're spending in a chair. But here's the truth. The human body was made to move, not to sit for hours at a time. When you sit for long stretches without standing or walking, your body starts to think, I guess we don't need these muscles anymore. And the natural response is, muscle loss begins, especially in key areas like your legs, hips, and core. The effects aren't immediate, but over time you may start to notice. Stiff joints and less flexibility when getting up. Feeling off balance, especially when rising from a chair. Difficulty climbing stairs or standing for long periods. Fatigue after even short walks. Even if you work out in the morning, sitting for the rest of the day can cancel out many of those benefits. A study published in the Journals of Gerontology found that prolonged sitting is linked to faster muscle loss and a higher risk of falls in adults over 60. So what's the solution? It's simple. Break up long sitting periods with small movements throughout the day. Here are a few practical tips. Stand up every 30-40 minutes, even for just 1 or 2 minutes. Stretch your arms or gently twist your torso while watching TV. Walk around the house while talking on the phone. Do light heel raises or mini squats while waiting for the kettle or microwave. You don't need to jog or go to the gym. Just give your muscles a signal that they're still in use. These small movements help boost circulation, keep your joints flexible, and most importantly, prevent muscle loss from too much sitting. And that's a big deal when it comes to maintaining balance, independence, and overall quality of life as you age. Habit 1. Staying inactive after meals, especially sitting or lying down for long periods. By now, we've covered many of the factors that affect muscle strength as we age. But there's one everyday habit that seems harmless, yet quietly weakens the body over time: staying still, sitting, or lying down right after eating. For many people, this feels natural. You finish a nice meal, feel full, and want to relax. Maybe you lean back in a chair, turn on the TV, scroll your phone, or simply sit still to rest. It sounds harmless enough. But in reality, the 30-60 minutes after a meal is a crucial window for supporting digestion, balancing blood sugar, and delivering nutrients to your muscles. When you stay seated or lie down right after eating, blood circulation slows, digestion becomes less efficient, and your muscles miss a key opportunity to absorb the nutrients they need to recover and grow stronger. If this habit becomes part of your daily routine, over time, it may lead to poor circulation, making you feel tired more easily, nutrients turning into stored fat instead of fueling your muscles, a sluggish, stiff feeling after meals, accelerated muscle loss, especially in the lower body like hips and thighs. The good news is, you don't need to do a full workout right after eating. Just a little light movement can make a big difference. Here are a few simple things you can do. Take a slow 5-10 minute walk around your home or yard. Stand up, stretch, or gently twist your torso to loosen up. Do light chores like clearing dishes, wiping the table, or folding laundry. Or simply stand and move around for a few minutes instead of staying seated. These small movements after meals can bring big benefits. Help your digestive system work more efficiently. Stabilize blood sugar levels faster. Improve circulation to muscle tissues. Support your strength, flexibility, and balance over time. It might seem like a small habit, but when practiced regularly, gentle movement after meals can help slow down muscle decline. And that can make a real difference in maintaining your independence and overall well-being as you age. If you've stayed with me this far, chances are you're a lot like me. You want to understand your body better, and you're looking for a simple, realistic way to stay healthy. The 10 habits we just walked through aren't meant to judge or overwhelm you. They're just small things, simple adjustments that over time your body will thank you for. You might find it easier to get up from a chair, feel less tired during the day, sleep more soundly at night, and stay in control of your life. You don't have to do everything at once. Just pick one habit that feels easy to start with. Maybe it's taking a short walk after meals, drinking an extra glass of water in the morning, adding an egg to your breakfast. That's it. You've already taken the first step. If this video helped you understand your health a little better, I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to share your story in the comments. And if you'd like to keep going on this journey with us, hit that subscribe button. We're not here to promise miracles, just honest, useful, and practical tips to help you feel your best, one day at a time. Thanks for spending your time with us. Stay calm, stay proactive, and most importantly, stay kind to your body.